Number 279 in the Masters of Cinema range is Three Ages, where we have Buster Keaton playing three characters through time as a caveman, as a Roman, and as someone from the modern age, as they try to find love and how that has changed throughout the ages. Now, I wasn't sure if this was going to be cut into segments, but the way they do it is they intercut between these three stories as they all follow a similar path. So you will see a scene and then you will see it transposed into three different time spans, which is a really interesting way to do it and something that I enjoyed. So it opens up with our character looking for love, finding the woman that he wants and seeing the love rival. And we kind of see that through the three different time periods, and when we follow this relationship as the adversaries chase the heart of the woman, trying to marry her, trying to woo her, right up until the finale. And I kind of liked the way it did this, and the constant jumping through time spans, even though it kind of stuck to similar traits on each story, felt really interesting. The things that would happen in the Stone Age time, to the Roman time, to the modern time were similar, just the technologies had advanced a little bit. I found that Keaton seemed to be having a lot of fun with this one, and his deadpan presentation, which was always kind of similar in the modern age, transposed into the Roman times and the Stone Age times, was kind of fun. Seeing this character play golf with rocks in a club in the Stone Age time was hilarious. Seeing this character use his Roman helmet as something to secure his chariot was so inventive and clever that it just made me sit up and pay attention to what was happening here, because you see lots of little clever things that are blink and miss it, which I really appreciated in this one. But at the heart of it, you have a lovelorn character who's looking to find that partner, someone that he can settle down with, fall in love with, make that connection and build a family, which I really kind of appreciated. And it's fun seeing how he deals with the rival with each story, how although the times change, the constant wants and how to get them never really deviate that much, and even though the stories are all very similar with just different time scales, it still felt fresh, entertaining, and something that had me laughing out loud quite a lot. Just even some of the sight gags when it takes these little deviations from the story were really interesting. The moment where the character wants to make his love interest jealous, like in the cave world, he goes and lies by this woman, tries to treat her wrongly and finds himself at the other end of someone that's completely larger and stronger than he is. Just these funny situations that evolve throughout the sequences were highly entertaining. There is a down point to that in this film, and it's not to do with the content itself but the materials. The materials are damaged a little bit, so during certain segments you can see the damage on the film and how it's just irreparable and how it kind of leaves its haunting mark over it. But it's just a reminder on how these films at 100 years old have still managed to be pretty much preserved in one way or another, even though some degradation has taken place on the film. But that's about the only thing I could say down about this one, because I found Three Ages to be so much fun. Genuinely, I have a good time with the Keaton films. This one had me laughing out loud a lot of the time. I appreciated the story. I liked the fact that we were changing between the time spans because it constantly kept things fresh. Even just that change of location, even though the story beats were much the same, it just felt a little bit different and added to the film. Three Ages was a terrific watch. I think it's up there with one of my favourite Buster Keaton films, and I know it doesn't really rank a lot for other people, but I definitely had a great time with this. Let's dive into the disc and have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Buster Keaton's Three Ages. You'll see here we've got the film, with the score by Rodney Sauer. You have the audio commentary by David Callatt, who's always terrific. Chapter select into the special features. The Side of the Impossible is 16 minutes 4 seconds. Talks about Keaton's co-stars, where Keaton was in his career, and the Dinomation that appears midway through as well. Under the Flat Hat by Fiona Watson is 14 minutes 38. Talks about the idea that Keaton was neurodiverse, or how he has attracted that audience nowadays, and kind of leans into a little bit of his vaudeville act. The 6 Ages of Comedies is 3 minutes 41 seconds. It's based on an essay by Keaton, and it's overlaid with some images that kind of lean into the comedy. Quite a fun piece. Quick as well at 3 minutes 41. Lavender Talking Keaton. Ian Lavender talks to David Cairns, which is 15 minutes 9 seconds. And this is Pike from Dad's Army, in a voiceover interview with over images, just basically talking about his love for Keaton and how he kind of worked on some projects that in a sideways tailored towards the man. Excerpt from Man's Genesis. This is 9 minutes and 11 seconds. It's some footage from D.W. Griffith's short. The Locations of 3 Ages is 7 minutes 59. Just looking at the locations as they are now, as they were filmed back then, it's just a great little piece full of a lot of information. Surprised that it's only just under 8 minutes when it feels like it packs so much into it. At 1 minute 4 you have the advert for Alka-Seltzer starring Keaton. Buster Keaton on Shell Chateau, which is from April 4th 1936, is 5 minutes 28, and it's just Keaton talking, and to be honest it's kind of hilarious. Then we have Buster Keaton talks to Art Finlay on KSFO 560 from September 20th 1960. It's 11 minutes 15. It drops a lot of information here, including the fact that The Navigator was his biggest financial film at the box office. Finally, we get Buster Keaton French interview excerpt. Now this is 56 seconds, seems almost pointless until you get to that final line that Keaton drops, which was just hilarious. In addition to that, you get a 20-page booklet with quite a lot of information crammed into that again. All in all, it's a terrific package. So there we have it. 3 Ages is out now, part of the Masters of Cinema series yet again. Another discovery for me and a great time to be had. I'd love to know your thoughts on 3 Ages, whether you loved it, hated it, fell somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts on this one. We'll have a little chit chat about the silent cinema master himself. As always, there is more content up here if you want to see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to the Patreon membership program and manvfilm.com. All ways in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.